All right, I am Julie Slater from 88.5, the SoCal Sound in Los Angeles, here with Justin Vernon. I'm a huge fan. If I could just
Bless you.
fangirl for a moment. Can you please, I have a running joke with my boyfriend on how to pronounce Bon Iver. Can you just say it for everybody?
Bon Iver. It's
We
okay. Some people say Bon Iver or call me Mr. Bon. That's all good too.
we often scream out Bon Iver because we've heard DJs all over the country say, when you first came out with the name, it was pretty funny.
Yeah.
So
Pew,
I
pew,
just wanted to
pew.
help. I often have to go online and like research how to say people's names. So I'm just helping someone in the future,
Cool.
just so
Yes.
you know.
Appreciated.
Okay, Justin Vernon, you've got a brand new record coming out. You spent a lot of time, infamously, like working on music in like a remote cabin in Wisconsin.
Hmm.
And it's funny, I was reading the New Yorker piece that was really cool that came out. A part of me was thinking that, you're very open and vulnerable and write this intimate music, but you also spend all this time in the woods. And I was like, dude, you need some sunshine. But I heard that have you moved to Los Angeles?
I've been spending a lot of time out there. Yeah. It's awesome.
Has it lifted your spirits?
Boy, has it ever. When you can like walk to coffee and it's February 3rd or whatever, it is life changing for sure.
Oh, that's wild. So what is I guess I would say, what's your favorite? Do you have a certain area that you're spending most of your time in LA?
I love Echo Park. I love Los Feliz, Echo Park, Silver Lake, Highland Park. I'm learning the hoods around me, Mount Washington, Eagle Rock. I'm loving this side of town.
Yeah. Have you walked the reservoir in
Oh
Silver
yeah, oh
Lake?
yeah. I love watching. I love walking Elysian Park and walking to Dodger games and stuff. I'm starting to become a real guy. Maybe
Oh, nice. Are you becoming a Dodger fan?
I really have like just slammed the last couple of years. I've really grown into a real Dodgers fan. It's fun.
Yeah, me too. I'm so excited for the new season.
I will be
Very
there.
sad. Mookie Betts. I was very sad that he's not playing. He didn't get to play the Japan games because he was sick.
He was sick. Oh no, that
Yeah, some
sucks.
kind of flu. It's getting everybody. Okay, so I love finding out where songs are written. And so you put
Mhm.
out an EP, Sable, and now it's going to be a full album, Sable, Fable. I've heard stories of some of the Sable songs written. One of them, I can't believe Speyside was written in Key West.
Yes,
uh,
it's a
what,
good
uh,
place for it.
yeah, what about some of the new songs that are going to be on Fable? Where were those written? If you can think back.
Actually, I first started spending little bits of more time in LA back in like 18, 19. And so Everything is Peaceful Love was written right in LA. And then I started spending more and more time over the next couple of years. And so about half the record germinated in LA and the rest of it, kind of really put on the finishing touches and worked through most of it here in Wisconsin. But in kind of a new space, we'd had a renovated studio and um, sometimes it was very kind of piecemealed together over the last 5 years. But yeah, as soon as the studio was finished, we finished it up here in Wisconsin.
And it does seem like, is it very different for you where you record a record? I know you spent a lot of time recording in Wisconsin, but haven't you recorded in Texas too? How does that change the vibe of a record for you?
Oh man, like being out in the woods for almost all the records, and then a bit in Texas, but we were very remote in Texas as well. Um, when you're in LA, the fact that you can go get sushi and see other human beings really, excuse me, really, really change things, like, oh, you can just like be done at 5 and then like go somewhere and change it up and then have energy to go back in the studio. And just sort of remember that there's a world out there, not just the tiny world you've created for yourself in the woods.
But then why not record in LA?
I have so much of my stuff here, all my instruments and gear. We did do recording. We recorded some at Henson Studio, which I love, and we did some at my house and Jimmy Stack's house in Echo Park, and so we did a fair amount.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that. I also loved, I was talking about the New Yorker piece where you were saying that you're worried you're purposely repeating a cycle of sorrow.
Yeah.
And it's interesting to think about. I mean, your music to me, there's a lot of, I don't know if you're a Radiohead fan at all,
Hmm.
I always go back to Radiohead. Like there's music that just is like gets to your gut, and that's to me your music so much. And you get a lot of, it's funny to think of getting positive feedback from being heartbroken. Do you ever worry that you're gonna turn all this stuff around and become so happy and then your music's just gonna be shit?
Well, that we'll see. This record, that this is the test, right? Fable, the next set of songs is really the opposite of Sable. You know, it's really
Yeah.
like turning the light on and moving. It's quite, literally kind of the story of me moving west and leaving some of the snow behind. And yeah, we'll see. The music doesn't feel shit, but it might be feel shit to somebody else. It's like very faux Los Angeles, maybe for some people, but all I care about is being well, and then I'm very well right now.
That's so great. Oh, I do love Everything is Peaceful Love, just that line and that it's inspired by Los Angeles, which is pretty sweet. Okay,
Yeah,
I got to get to a couple other things. What about for you? So sometimes it's a really heartbreaking song that can, it's odd how when you can be in a dark place, that sort of a dark song can heal you. What's a
yes.
song that you turn to when you're not feeling great and you're really just trying to get some kind of musical medication?
Yeah, there's some good repeaters, I call them. And sometimes like the one that was happening a lot this last year is Long Distance Love by Little Feat. I just like would listen to it on repeat over and over and over again, and it would just change my mood. It would just make me feel like it would nod my head and it would just give me the mean grin. And it would just it was healing. It was medicine.
That's nice. How about you working with there's a song you work with Danielle from Haim. How did that come
Mhm.
together? And I love that I saw a picture of you guys together. Sometimes I wonder when people do collaborations if they're actually in the same room anymore.
No, it came together quite serendipitously. Like I think whenever Women in Music Part 3 came out, my friend Jeff and I found the record together, and I hadn't been blown away by a band like that in forever. I listened to the record endlessly. Like I don't know, nothing since I've listened to that much since, new stuff coming out. So I became a huge fan, and kind of unbeknownst to me through Jimmy, Danielle was always interested in collaborating too. So she reached out to Jimmy, and they came out in February of 2022 just to work on music. No plan really, and then we got snowed in for 4 days. So we started all the stuff that she's on the record that during that time, and it was great. I mean, we're huge fans of each other.
Oh, that's really fun. Okay, I do want to ask one of my favorite songs, if we can go back a bit, of course.
Of course.
Do you ever get mad that people just still are so obsessed with Forever, Forever Ago?
No, no. If it's doing something for somebody, I'm happy about it.
Your song RE Stacks. Okay, my
Yeah.
favorite. I love the imagery of, and I'm a big crow fan. I've got a,
Mm.
crow feather
Oh,
tattoo.
you know.
I love the line, there's a black crow sitting across from me. His wiry legs are crossed. He is dangling my keys. He even fakes a toss. I'm wondering, what's that crow up to now? And who is the crow?
I think the crow is me, or it is, what do you call them? Symbols, emblems, like out in the world. I'm trying to think of the better word, but that crow, when I see a crow now, um, I think that he's changed. He's grown. I got one in my yard that's always cackling on in Los Angeles, and he sounds happy. He sounds like he's real chatty, and that he's made it. He's made it from Wisconsin to Los Angeles.
That's so great. I love how they say crows remember you. So do you think that the little guy knows who you are? He's like, "Hey man, you're
Thousand,
back."
1,000%. He comes and says hi to me. I'm like, when I get to my little yard, I'm in this fenced-in place. It's like the skunk and owl, and they all come running. It's like the most cabiny place I've ever lived, ironically.
That is so great. I guess our time is up. You're going to be doing a tour for this record?
No, I don't know.
It's up in the air. Oh, it's a
It's
secret.
a
It's secret.
no, it's a dot 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 situation. I
Yeah,
really am.
yeah.
I'm taking my time with this. I've never had taken the time to talk and promote and talk to nice people like you. I'm actually enjoying all of it. So one step at a time. That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
for sure. Well, I'm so happy that you're finding some happy time in Los Angeles. And
Thank you,
thanks so
Julie.
much for giving us a chat. Justin Vernon from Bon Iver. And we got that pronunciation for everyone who doesn't know.
I appreciate you very much, Julie. You take care now.
All right. Thanks so much.